Hey, other folks in the coaches sphere. So, I am just as into conversations about launch energetics, self care, and manifestation as the next woo woo girly. But I want you to know that you can have wildly successful launches. You can make those 10K plus months or days or whatever launches that you have been aiming for and still experience anxiety, experience depression, revert back to unhealthy coping mechanisms for sadness and grief or anger, frustration, or feeling stuck. You can still struggle with imposter syndrome and still hit your freaking goals, still be beloved by your clients and your audience, and you can still make a huge freaking difference with your work and carry out your mission and your sole purpose. And I want you to know, because I think there's this misconception that we have to get to this perfect state of Zen, and that our feelings can be wrong. And if we feel the wrong thing or we struggle with too much negative or challenging emotions, that we're not going to make our money goals or our business goals. And it's just not true. The two can exist at once. I am living proof. I am a successful coach. I've hit a lot of those milestones that you hear so lauded as goals in the coaches sphere. And I still struggle with all of those things. I'm still challenged by my anxiety, by my depression, by my imposter syndrome. But here's the difference, because I struggled with those things before I started hitting my good goals and business milestones, and I struggle with them after. And here's the difference. It's just my perspective and how I perceive what those emotions mean. So before I was able to have a successful business and feel like a successful CEO and coach, I made those emotions a problem. I made them mean that I was wrong. There was something wrong with me. There was something I needed to fix before I was allowed to get what I want or be valued for my contributions. And now I don't see those emotions as a problem. And it's a work in progress. I'm still working on developing healthy coping mechanisms to expand my capacity to hold those challenging, uncomfortable, unpleasant emotions without reverting to unhealthy coping skills. But I also believe and trust that all of those emotions aren't there to torture me. They're there because they have really valuable information for me. Like, there is a boundary that I need to enforce in order to do my best work and live my best life that is not currently being protected, and I need to do something about it. Or this is a bad fit. It's a bad fit for my skill set. It's a bad fit for my values, and something about this relationship needs to change in order for me to feel peace, even if that means I end a relationship, a client relationship. And that's okay if that's the answer. It might mean that we need to renegotiate the scope, or enforce some new boundaries, or set some new expectations in place. And the reason I'm feeling so uncomfortable is because a need is being pressed on and tested and making me aware of it that I wasn't previously aware of. And those uncomfortable emotions are there so I can do something about it. And I won't do something about it if my primary concern is just to avoid the feeling, the discomfort. And so when I started taking those emotions seriously as not a problem, but a gift, as important as a super like almost divine reason why they're there, visiting me, making me uncomfortable, making me cry, making me squirm, making me ruminate, is that I actually got to start acting on what the reason why they were telling me I was uncomfortable. And when I started acting on the reason, which meant enforcing boundaries, standing up for myself, asking for what I wanted and needed, business got better. Business got better. I started having so much more fun and freedom in my work. I started making the kind of money I wanted to work where I wasn't before, when my primary concern was just to get rid of the discomfort instead of listening to what it was there to freaking tell me. Now, I'm not saying this is easy, and I am really blessed to have a lot of support to make it safe for me to start exploring what my really uncomfortable, really painful emotions are trying to communicate to me about how I needed to design my work and my business and my offers and my clientele and my life to fit my highest good, to meet my needs so that I could provide my best value to the world in the way that I want to, is because I have support. Like, I have a mentor, I have communities, I have friends, I have a therapist. And I just want you to know, your emotions aren't wrong. It's okay if you struggle with anxiety and you're a coach. It's okay if you struggle with depression or your mental health or imposter syndrome or all of these things. It doesn't mean you're not an expert. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. It doesn't mean you can't hit your financial goals or attract the people that need you, that need your message in exactly the way you say it. The difference is, stop making those emotions a problem and figure out why they're there. And if you need some additional support to make it safe, or make it a safe place to be able to do that, or to help process it, or to vent about it, or make some sense of it, or bounce it off of people, you are so invited to join the squad. That is my personal community of excellently eccentric entrepreneurs doing the impossible in real time and cheering each other on as we do it. I'm everyone's marketing confidence cheerleader, helping you vanquish whatever is standing in the way of you in the magnetic marketing results you want, be it a strategic, tactical, or emotional issue. And we've got a great community. We have lots of support built in, an online community, bi-monthly meetings. So all sorts of support built in so that you can stop running from yourself and start embracing all of the magic that is you, that you have available to bring to the world, even when it comes in an unpleasant, uncomfortable package such as anxiety, stress, discomfort. All of those emotions are not wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. There's just a message in there for you that we need to figure out how to act on and implement in your business so that you can do your best work and live your best life. Link in bio. Depending on where you're watching this, feel free as always to DM me if you have any questions about whether this is a good fit for you and can help you in your particular circumstance. My inbox is open. All right, love you, bye.